Hello and welcome to another, maybe 100th, maybe 101st video that I've made for YouTube. What we have here is a Electrocompaniet EC-4 anniversary edition. I think it was 20th anniversary, and for that they put gold-plated knobs and handles rather than brass ones, and marble or larvicate front panel. This is a from Larvik, from Norwegian town, which is famous for its stone masonry. They're hard to come by these days. They've run a few of those units. I always wanted to have one, and I paid $800 for a supposedly good working unit. Well, it wasn't so. For starters, it was buzzing and humming and taking off, and I found there was no ground at the backplane. So there I replaced the connectors there, which were damaged. Probably audiophiles put huge cables, put strain on them, and that's what happens, you know. So make sure that your cables are flexible and connectors made with ease rather than with the requirement of a great deal of force. Another thing was that when you were turning it on and off, the music wouldn't cut in and out properly, and that was due to the relays being worn out. So probably a couple of them on the file, but you know, no point of replacing a couple and then having to open it up again to do the other two when they file. And then I thought, what else can I do? On the anniversary edition, they've removed the fuses. There were 8 fuses there, 2 for each power supply, and because there are 8 power supplies here, because it's a fully balanced amp, there's a positive and negative supplies. There are 4 of them, and they thought obviously that this was an impediment to delivery of current. Elna capacitors they put in there, and there were Nichicon Chemcon I think there, but I've replaced them with Nichicon Muse. All of these are Nichicon Muse 33 micro. And then I thought, what else before I close it up, and I thought, I'll fit a remote control. So there we have a remote control for the volume, because really I don't need anything else. I mean, if you're going to change the source, you might as well get up and do it. So this is executed by an Alps potentiometer there. Originally I was going to do the project, and I bought from Radio Spares for $50 this one, which is exactly what they use, but it was so long that it would actually hit the regulators. So I decided the original from the eBay kit, and it works, as you see, very well. I could not find a good supply of 5 volts. I mean, I did find supply to the 555 timer, which is used to delay start, for a soft start, but it wasn't adequate. So I fitted a separate transformer for that. Doesn't interfere in any way with sound. It does create a bit of electrical noise, but only when you increase the volume. But barely goes through the speakers. If it's really dead quiet, you on the increase of volume, and that's perfect. So that's all, folks. I'll probably keep it for myself. Put it between the Oppo 105 Derby that I used to listen to FLAC files when I have my lunch, and the active speakers that I use, Nakamichi Dragons. This is like in my family room for everyday listening. And I found a preamplifier between the source and the active speakers actually improve the sound. And this is EC4 is what I use in my first system, that and an AW100 DMB. So for my money, this is the best preamplifier you can get. Well, in fact, there is one better. It's EC3A, but this is even harder to get. That was also A for anniversary, but it was 10 years anniversary. So they're even harder to obtain. Well, thank you very much for your attention, and I don't know if I put it up for sale. I mean, it cost me 800 plus 200 in parts for the remote and other bits and Nichicons. So probably have to cost $1,500 for it. But then again, it's a large arcade panel. It does have a crack on the front panel, which happened in transit. But if you haven't noticed it till now, then obviously it's not pronounced enough to worry about it. You know, it's there. Thank you very much for your attention. Until next time. Bye-bye.